Hi, I'm Chris at BAF Motorsport. We've been going about 8 years now, designing and developing what we call the K-brace, and that is a product that is designed to stiffen the vehicle when cornering around a track or even just on road use. The K-brace were designed in one of my own vehicles because I seen a gap in the market where there wasn't one for my car, and then once that had been designed, I'd gone on a few forums and started selling on there, and then it's just built from there over the past 8 years, and now we've got 114 designs on different vehicles. So we have a few people that ask for sponsors, and we've sent a few braces to them to use for the track and also to use in sort of cup races. Most people do use this brace on track days and for their own use, and also on shows just to make the car look good in the back as well. We sell worldwide. We've been known to sell to Australia, America, Japan, Hong Kong, basically everywhere, and there's quite a high demand in other countries as well because they do have difficulty getting this brace elsewhere as well. At the moment we're developing another business which is doing exhaust systems. We have been doing exhaust systems underneath the name of BAF Motorsport, but we want to separate that from the bracing side, so that's now called BAF Performance. And we've got an Isuzu in at the moment, a 4x4 truck. First is with Evolution in shops and obviously online as well, and their advertisements. Basically this new saw is a game changer. We did have two Evolutions, the 255 Rages, and we only use this one now because it's just so versatile and durable basically. And because it's so quick as well, and the blades are very good quality, they can last a long time as well. Obviously you can cut certain angles, and obviously with being so fast you can cut downtime as well when making an exhaust, and that's where your money is basically, and to make profit in say an exhaust system or anything that you are making out of stainless. If you can cut down the downtime, say using a bandsaw, then you know it's making it faster and it's cutting downtime. I would say that you're cutting down downtime by about a third, maybe even more, just due to the simple fact that it cuts quicker. I think people will be worried about the cost of the blade, but I think that the blade does actually last just as long as a bandsaw blade as well. And obviously you make that back in the actual time that it takes to cut. I would say we were just going to develop more designs of the K-brace on newer vehicles, so you've got your new Fords coming out, new Volkswagens, so we'll carry on designing them for them. As for now, we're just specialising in this because we would say that we have got hold of the market, so it's important for us just to keep that on new vehicle designs. Well, I've always wanted an S2, the old Audi S2 Coupe, and well, yeah, that's the car that I would like to be owning soon, next year soon, maybe. Right, I'm going to give you a tour of the workshop to show you how we use the Evolution saw to make the braces, and obviously some welding as well, and basically from start to finish. Right, to start off we would pull a drawing up. This is an E92 BMW. For instance, this first measurement is 1067. So we'd set this up using this jig that we've made and adapted for the saw. Pull the tube down, hit the backstop, and then we'd use these clamps basically that Evolution have developed to stop the vibration of the saw and obviously the material you're cutting. And these come in very handy for safety as well. And once we've set that up and that's nice and solid, we can basically do a cut. Right, so even though we've had this particular blade in for a couple of weeks now, the quality of the cut is still second to none really. There's hardly any burr on the inside of the pipe, which when you're welding basically makes welding a lot easier, obviously cuts down downtime, and obviously now you've seen the speed of the cut as well, which also cuts down downtime as well when you're fabricating things in the steel industry. Right, so we've also made this jig system to go alongside the clamping and the Mitre saw of Evolution, and that's just so we can cut past the 90-degree plane for the angles of the K-brace basically. And I'm going to show you a cut now using this jig. Right, so there you can see the quality of the cut again, you know, even using the Mitre in and the longer angle using our jig system as well. You know, there's hardly any burr on there in the inside as well, which cuts down time as well. Right, now we've cut the angles, we can go over to what we call the hammering bench, and before we clean the angles as well and put them in the jig and tack up and weld. Right, so now we've hammered those, the fit up's a lot better, as you can see. We're going to go over there to the bench where we're going to use a die grinder just to take the little amount of burr off before we put in the jig and weld. Right, so now we've done the hammering, we just need to take that minimal amount of burr off. There's hardly any on there, but it's just good practice to make sure that the welding's absolutely spot on. All done, we're going to put this in the jig now and weld. That's it. Right, so now we've nearly finished the welding. We can remove this from the jig, finish off these welds here, and then clean it up and send it to the powder coaters, ready to get to the customer. Right, so now it's welded, that can go to the powder coaters, and then once it's back from them we can send it out to the customer. These increase rigidity by 18%, and that's proven by a local university as well. And the main part of manufacturing these is speed, and that mainly boils down to the saw. You're relying on equipment to be fast and to be good quality cuts, and also durable as well, so you're not spending a load of money on blades. Right, this is K brace behind me that's already been fitted to a car. Yeah, it's already been powder coated in a custom colour as well, candy red, which we can offer as well. Thank you very much for visiting his workshop. If you'd like to follow us on Instagram or Facebook, it's BAF Performance or BAF Motorsport for your K braces. And thanks again for visiting his workshop. I hope you've enjoyed this video.